Rise and shine. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and tune in to Good Morning Aurora. News, weather, and really cool interviews. Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m.
The dog parade.
The dog parade. The mic is on. Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah, but we meant to do that. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh man, the dog parade. Tell us about the dog parade.
They've had it a few years ago. When COVID hit, they didn't do it.
Oh,
I was
man.
wondering if they were going to do it this year.
We got to look into that. Let's put that on the list. Dog parade. Okay. Yeah. All right.
We were guest judges the year before.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is now 8:01 a.m. and you are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. And we have special guest in the house. My friend and yours, the man who can make Fluffy look absolutely great. Get your nails clipped on your dogs. The one and only Josue of Hairy Beast Dog Parlor. What is up, bro? Good morning to you. Good to see you. So we've got news, we got things to talk about. We've got another $1 million that we're going to talk about for the fire department. But first things first, how are you?
Well, can't complain.
All right. For our listeners, who are you and what is Hairy Beast?
I'm Josue of Paiz. I'm the owner of Hairy Beast Dog Parlor.
Okay.
And Hairy Beast is a small but pretty cool grooming shop. I call it the dog barber shop.
Okay. Now you guys don't do cats.
No.
Don't do cats. All right. And it's 215 East Galena Boulevard.
Yes.
Yep, that's the address.
Yes.
I only know that because we were shouting it out forever. You guys just celebrated 3 years in business too.
Yes. Thank you for that.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
Yeah, good times.
Yep, good event. There was cars, there was food, there was art. Jen Ingram Art was there. She was painting faces. Raul Rodilla, Sam Cervantes, so many good people.
Thank to Visual Arts.
Visual Arts was there, yep, as well. We had winners, trophies, all that good stuff.
Yeah, good times.
All right, it's Tuesday and it's extremely hot outside. It's 8:03 a.m. We hope that you guys are doing good at home. We've got coffee. We've got new, well, you'll see it at 8:15. Got some really jiggy stuff. So the first thing that we're going to talk about, guys, is let's start off with a little bit of music. So the venue is continuing music in Monday through August. Have you been to the venue yet?
Yes, I was just there first Fridays.
How was it?
It was pretty good.
What was going on there?
We were just walking around and we heard the music outside.
Listen to the music, music.
People were enjoying, having a good time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dan Barrero is here. Good morning, Dan. How are you, sir? Good to see you. People checking in. Victoria, Hyla, Maldonado. All of our friends are up in the joint today. So now I've been to the venue, did some volunteering there once upon a time. That was cool. They put a skinny brother out front doing security. That was awesome. I was like, man, I like you, man. Thanks for seeing thanks for seeing it in me. He was like, it's all good, man. It's all good. But let's talk about what they got going on. So it's continuing through August with 4 shows having been held already. The series continues next door in Agnes Mundy Park, the outdoor space that presents shows and adheres to safety guidelines. All shows are rain or shine. Information and schedules can be found at themusicvenue.org. The venue is on Broadway between Water Street Mall, Downer Place, and Galena Boulevard. The next show is Ivy Ford at 8 p.m. this Thursday. Ford fronts her own band and has made a name for herself, opening for many blues legends such as Buddy Guy. And seats are $15. Lawn seats are $10. Very cool. Let's see here. Steepwater Band at 8 p.m. on Saturday. Terrace seats $25 and lawn seats $20. And Rock Band, they've opened up for such groups as Aerosmith, Bad Company, and REO Speedwagon. Wow. Damn. Prestigious. Shouts out. All right, so I'm going to put the link in the chat for you guys. The time is now 8:05 a.m. So let's talk business.
Giselle.
How has business been in Aurora? What's your experience being like? What has your experience been like? Excuse me, being a business in Aurora.
It's been good. Yeah, Aurorans have accepted us really well.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you're from California.
Correct.
From the Bay.
San Francisco
in the house.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Take us. Let's talk San Francisco, man. Is there any similarity between it and Aurora?
Yes, very small knit community.
Okay.
Very artsy. Where I used to live was very like Aurora, so that's why I kind of like Aurora very much. It hits home.
Okay, good. Now y'all got the wharf down there.
Yeah.
Best seafood I've had, I think. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. It was many years ago.
You've been to San Francisco, I forgot.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. Cool. Great place, great community, lots of nice people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what's the hours and of Hairy Beast? How do people find out? What's the services that you guys have?
Okay, well, we're open from Wednesday to Sunday. We're closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Wednesday through Friday, we're open from 9 to 6.
Okay.
Saturday, it's our long day. We're open from 9 to 7.
Okay.
And then Sundays from 10 to 4.
Sundays from 10 to 4.
Yep.
All right, Emily's here. Good morning, Emily. Alyssa Ocone, what is up? Good morning to you. Maria Torito, good morning. All of our friends checking them in. That's what I'm talking about. Good to see you guys. All right. How did you get started grooming our beloved pets?
It was
started on a dark and dreary night.
Yeah, exactly. Milky fog rolls in from the bay. Let's see. Well, my wife and I got a pet, and I went for training school, and they wanted me to be a dog trainer at this place. I was in between jobs. I was DJing for a long time.
Okay.
And I was in between jobs. I'm all like, baby's on the way. I need to get something a little more steady.
Right.
They want to be traveling. Baby on. So the manager there, she's all like, come here. She took me aside. I'm all like, I'm going to pay for your school if you want to be a groomer. So I'm all like,
bad.
Yeah, they paid for my school. Haven't stopped since.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. How many years you been doing it?
Wow. 10?
10
Almost,
years.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Congratulations. Now, how long you were DJing before that now, right? You've been a DJ all your life, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was into music. I'm also an artist, so I'm a painter. Went to school. Actually, I went to school first for animation.
Oh, wow.
And, my music career took off. I was opening up for big groups. And yeah, so the baby came in. It was a change of schedule, I guess.
Man went from MC Hammer to MC Baby, MC Diapers. Nice. But so we're friends on Instagram, Facebook, and everything. We're friends in real life, but also on social media. So I do have to say, your artwork, when I do see it, is always very good. It's got a different style. It's got an eclectic style to it. It's the kind of shout out the Instagram. It's J Paiz.
415 DJ Venom.
Right, J Paiz 415 DJ Venom. Because DJ Venom is your DJ name.
Yep.
And you DJ'd our 1 year anniversary party. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. All right, Aisha Saxon, good morning to you as well. And good morning to our dear friend Anna Sierra of Anna's Custom Treats. If you need something great for the sweetheart, I recommend the Berries de Flor. Ooh. Big, huge strawberries the size of your fist, dipped in chocolate and covered with, well, whatever you want. Coconut crumbles or perhaps a little bit of frosting. Yeah, shouts out. Okay. All right, so the link to the Music Monday series is inside of the chat for you guys. The time is now 8:10 a.m. Let's move on. So I want to also talk about the next thing that I saw. Now, here's the thing, and this is going to be the actual topic of the day. Did you know that firefighters don't already have masks or their individual masks when they do their business? Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Right. Actually, let me stop real quick.
Yeah.
Because we talked about this before the show. So I thank you for saying you didn't know that, because we did kind of preempt a little bit. But Aurora may spend $1 million for self-contained breathing gear for the fire department. There's a couple things that, at least in regards to equipment, that the fire department lacks or needs updated that I did not know as a citizen, a regular old citizen here in Aurora. So listen to this, you guys. Deputy Aurora Fire Chief Dave McCabe called it one of the most, let's take it back. Dave McCabe called the SCBA one of the most important pieces of equipment. He's referring to the self-contained breathing apparatus that firefighters use when entering a burning building or any area with a lot of smoke. They also use them in hazmat situations. Hazmat is an acronym for hazardous materials. Speaking at a recent city council meeting where aldermen were considering a resolution to spend about $1.5 million on 149 new SCBA air packs, that's enough to equip each vehicle with the equipment and firefighters with their own individual masks. Now, I read that and I thought, they didn't already have that? That's crazy. Yeah. What a dangerous job.
And didn't you say it was 12 years old?
Oh, yeah. So actually continuing. So the purchase will be from Municipal Emergency Services of Deer Creek, Illinois. The company's equipment was the favored one. Now, here's the part that you mentioned. Check this out. So the deputy chief said the department's current equipment is almost 12 years old, way beyond the lifespan of about 5 years recommended for the air packs. The city budgeted for the new SCBA gear in 2019 and got a $1.3 million federal emergency management agency grant to cover 91% of the costs. The purchase process stopped because of the pandemic. In the meantime, the order was adjusted a bit to add enough masks so each firefighter can have one. Consequence of COVID-19 and officials not wanting firefighters to share the masks. Wow. Fire officials said not all the equipment is the same. Most of the air packs last about 20 minutes, a time based on the idea of firefighters should not be in a smoky, burning building much longer than that at one time. That's amazing. What a crazy job.
Yeah.
I think that so we talked about $1 million for a few things, roads being as well, but I learned a lot about the fire department after just reading that.
Yeah,
that is a dangerous job.
Yeah.
There's also a memorial in Water Street Mall back there to, I think, the first loss of a firefighter that Aurora sustained.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
You ever done any firefighting?
No.
Never?
No. Well, burn some food, put it out. But
right.
no fire.
Honey, get the SCBA. I burnt the eggs. Oh snap! All right, Tia, good morning to you too. And Norman Peterson, good morning. We are here with our dear friend of the show, Josue Paiz, DJ Venom, the owner of Hairy Beast Dog Parlor downtown Aurora. So how did it feel celebrating that 3 years in business? What was it like from day one and then looking back?
It's been a long journey, but a short one.
Okay.
It just went quick.
Yeah.
Good people.
As it does. Yeah.
Some good people. Good times.
Okay. What have you learned in the course of being in business now for 3 years? What have you learned that you didn't know before?
Well, it gets hard, but then it gets easier, and then it gets hard again.
What do you mean by that?
Like,
what do you mean by that?
Well, let's see, how can I explain it? You think you know some stuff, but then you don't.
Right.
Yeah. So, making it through that first year was pretty tough because I worked a lot. And then when COVID hit, we were closed for 2 months, close to 3, and that was pretty tough. Then when we opened, we haven't stopped.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. What did you do, or rather, how'd you keep yourself busy not being open during the pandemic?
Well,
what did that look like?
Besides stressful, I kept busy. I'm like I said, I'm an artist, so I paint every day. I put 8 hours in. Actually, I put 10, 12 hours in, and then I go home and 5 in.
Okay.
So,
what's your medium when you paint?
From pencil to my computer, my laptop. I live on my laptop.
Nice. How do you define rather your style of painting and everything you do? What is that?
Well, mixed media.
Okay.
Some of my paintings have like 500 layers. So I sketch every day. So at least sketch an hour a day when I get home.
Right.
And a lot of stuff in the back burner. So I have like trunks and trunks of sketches.
Okay.
So, and then when I do my paintings, I put some in the computer, take pictures of stuff, layer that. Yeah. Grows from there.
Nice. All right. If you're just tuning in, good morning to you. Something new for you guys. Something new. And again, we have our dear friend Josue Paiz, Hairy Beast Dog Parlor, aka DJ Venom, on the show today. Really feels good to say the show today. And we got something else for the folks at home. So let's raise them up. Let's raise them up. As you can see, the mug club, Tredwell, everything. Good morning, my brother.
Salud.
All right. Coffee
Good
tastes
coffee.
better in the GMA mug.
Yeah.
All right, so let's continue. Now I got something to talk about, something actually very special, and this was news that came from a dear friend of the show. Told her I'd mention this. Bilingual story time, Garfield Park, 11 a.m. This is Thursdays, and the next one's going to be the 19th. And once again, this is a great time to come out and learn something. So join for Bilingual Story Time, our friends of the Aurora Public Library. So shouts out to them. Yep. And last but not least, we had a brick dedication ceremony that took place at Phillips Park recently. Former Deputy Mayor Chuck Nelson was there. He gave a speech, along with Mayor Irvin and Chaplain Steve Holt of the AMVETS. And but we got a new deputy mayor. We got a deputy mayor by the name of Guillermo Trujillo.
Yep.
Yeah. So I saw on the City of Aurora thing outside City Hall, Memo.
Yeah.
Is his nickname, which I thought is perfect for working in city government. Oh, did you get the memo?
Memo. That's a good one.
Right. My nickname is Email. But yeah, he's seems like a cool guy. We got a whole lot of new people in the city. All right. What do you got coming up on the schedule with Hairy Beast? What's things looking like for the shop?
Well, I take it easy after all that stuff we've had going. Yeah. But I'm going to be doing a small podcast called Hairy Beast Dog Radio.
All right, yeah.
And it's going to be a little bit of music, art, and dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Music, art, and dogs.
Yeah.
MAD. Mad. Some mad show. Mad show. Dora Sanchez is here. Good morning, Dora. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Tracy Duran. Good to see you as well, dear people. The time is now 8:19 a.m. You are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. The recent link for the fire department and $1 million for SCBA equipment is in the chat for you guys. I want to give a quick, we're going to pause our next topic because I want to give a shout out real quick to the Community Advocacy Awareness Network, the CAN Network, and Mary Foltz. They had an expo to put Aurora businesses in the spotlight, and they've been doing work in the community for a very long time and got a shout out in the Beacon, and I thought that was absolutely wonderful. A large sidewalk sale during Aurora's monthly First Fridays event in downtown, the one that just passed, had strong support thanks to the efforts of the CAN network that worked to recruit small businesses and organize the sale. According to Marissa Moni, Mary does a great job connecting the community, especially entrepreneurs, and offering an opportunity for businesses that are starting out and getting them exposure. In particular, she does a great job of bringing awareness to Black-owned businesses in the area, and we really appreciate her efforts in bringing a diverse community event to First Fridays. So shouts out to Mary Foltz and the CAN Network for their well-deserved work. Yeah. You know what? Good looking now. See, this is why. Right. Salute it up. They hurt. Okay, I'm gonna put the link to this in the chat. Where were you on First Friday? Did you go out?
Yeah, I actually went. My mom's visiting.
Okay.
So we took her out.
Where's she visiting from? From Bay?
No, not from the Bay. She moved to Texas.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, she's visiting from Texas.
The TX.
Yeah.
Frog in the corner and he go right.
But yeah, she we took her out, walked around. We went to Charlie's.
Charlie's Creamery, yeah.
Great place. Walked around. Went to food trucks.
Okay.
Had some food. Walked around. Went to the venue.
Nice. Very cool. All right. I saw. So there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. I think David O. Pierce Museum had some stuff going on. What's the name? Down there on Broadway. Tavern on Broadway has some music going on and everything. Where do you hang out in the city when you do go out?
I don't.
You don't? Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I haven't hung out in 3 years, man. So yeah, I've been pretty busy at work. But when I do hang out, Art Bar.
Okay. They just returned to in-person stuff, right?
Yeah, I was going over there. We also went to the Yeti, the arcade.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
We were there too.
Oh, here's the thing. Can somebody let us know, is it Yeti or is it Yeti? I mean, because it looks like it's spelled Yeti. I don't really know. I guess it's kind of a distinction without a difference, but
we're from the hood, man.
Yeah.
We say Yeti.
Right.
No, yeah, I don't know. So
Okay.
that's a good, anybody out there?
Yeah, let us know in the chat what you guys think it is. All right.
Nice.
So now here is the topic of the day. Aurora looks to add 2 new downtown tax increment financing districts. Aurora is set to begin the process of forming 2 more tax increment financing districts downtown. Today, Aldermen will vote on a resolution authorizing feasibility studies for both TIF districts at the city council meeting. The resolution would authorize spending $670,000 to hire Kane, McKenna, and Associates to do the studies. So the first thing that we'll do, because I kind of want to, just how my mind works is, so we're paying $67,000 for people to come in and do studies. Not even work.
I was about
They
to
not
say,
digging
like,
there's no shovels hitting the ground.
That's a lot of money.
Right. I mean, I study all the time.
Yeah.
Can a brother get yeah, that's
interesting. I mean,
might want to
yeah.
reach out to. I'd like to know what the right. I'd like to
Yeah.
know, like, what is that? What's that look like? What does the study process of to the tune of $670,000.
How does that come back to the community? You know,
I guess we'll continue. Both districts are what city officials call micro TIFs, meaning they are small and basically encompass specific projects. The city has been establishing micro TIFs downtown for specific developments rather than putting a TIF district on the entire downtown. Now listen, folks. In a TIF district, as development takes place, the increase in assessed value creates more property taxes, which go into a fund to help pay for improvements on the property. For other taxing bodies, assessed value of the property is frozen at the time the TIF district is established. When the TIF expires, all taxing bodies get the benefit of the new, higher assessed value. So it appears that Payne, McKenna, and Associates is getting paid $67,000 to see if that is even feasible.
So you got still a lot of money. Wow.
So one of the proposed districts will be between the east bank of the Fox River and North Broadway across the Aurora Transportation Center for a proposed 246 unit, $70 million apartment project by DAC Development, which we talked about.
Yes.
Which we talked about. Now you mentioned in the comments that so let's talk about it since you're on the show, and I'm proud of that. What do you think about the development taking place? How's it look? How you feeling about that?
I'm all for it. If,
Right.
You know, if we improve the city, more people will want
Right.
or stay.
Right. What is something that Aurora needs more of, you think?
You know, improvement, more educational stuff, more, you know, there's a lot. There's a lot, yeah. You know, where to start.
Right. So I think that, I like to see I'm for the apartment building thing.
Yeah.
Coming downtown on Broadway. I'm already for that. I would like to see, with that though, I would like to see a whole lot of, you know, fun stuff taking place on the waterway now.
True.
So we've got River Edge Park. You can see the water. We've got this apartment building. They'll be able to have a good view. Now can we get, dare I say, a little bar, restaurant or something on the, can we?
True.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like a outdoor bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull up with your canoe.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty dope. All right. So for those of you just tuning in, it is 8:27 a.m. We are here with our friend DJ Venom, Josue Paiz of Hairy Beast Dog Parlor. Now when Hairy Beast comes on the air, when y'all do, we chopped it up on the side. But when you guys do the show, there will be music, right? Is there going to be hip hop?
There's going to be hip hop music. Hopefully some live music. Yeah, art.
Okay.
And dogs.
Art and dogs.
Art and dogs.
So you'll be showcasing dogs on the show?
I haven't figured it out yet.
Okay.
But I'm definitely gonna.
It'd be like, we'll be, oh, here comes Fluffy down the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
jump up a thing.
Yeah. Something like that. Or we're gonna do like, like grooming tips on people not knowing how to groom your dogs at home. Give them some tips on how to.
Okay. Give us some tips. I mean, somebody right now has probably got the scissors and gonna start cutting Fido's hair. I mean, is there?
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Why
Don't
not?
do that.
Why not?
It's not as easy as it looks. It's actually a lot harder. I went to school for it, so
okay.
Well,
what's the common misconception? So people think that simply cutting hair is the end of the problem.
I think that's what it is. Lack of education.
Okay.
A dog is a living creature. You can't just get a sharp object and just start cutting off hair. You might hurt a dog. So a lot of people think it's that easy, but it's not.
Do dogs get scared?
Yeah, they get scared, nervous. They're like kids. So a lot of people think, oh, he's my pup. He's gonna let me do it. No, he won't let you do it. That's why you take him to a professional.
Have you ever been bitten?
Yes. Part of the job.
Right.
Yeah. So, thank God, nothing serious. Still have all my fingers.
What's the worst, like, case of uncleanliness that you've seen with a dog?
Well, I used to work at a vet office too. They found a pup who was severely matted. It was so severely
matted.
Matted. Like,
Okay.
So knots on their hair. It was so matted that they had to amputate his paw. It was pretty.
Oh my God.
And there's like matting on the ear. It's called hematoma. It stops the circulation of the ear.
Right.
The blood through the ear. So when you shave it, the blood rushes to the ear.
Ooh.
And when the dog shakes, the blood vessels burst.
Ooh.
So you have a bloody mess. So that's why it's very, very important to brush your pups.
Right.
Have healthy hygiene.
How often should you bathe your dog?
I always say once a month.
Once a month, okay.
Because if you bathe them too much, their skin dries up and you get more problems. You'll get like them scratching so much they'll start developing skin issues.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, it's a whole different ballgame.
Right. I'm considering getting a dog.
I can totally see you with a poodle.
For real?
Yeah, I have a poodle. What's wrong with the poodle?
I don't know, man. I was what y'all think? Should I get a poodle? I had my eyes on a boxer. I had my eyes on a boxer. I do too. They are they're beautiful dogs. I had my eye on the boxer, but I don't know. I don't know about a poodle.
And poodles are good dogs. They're super smart. They're boxers though.
Yeah.
And you get up every morning. I can see you can walk them every day.
The poodle?
Boxer.
Oh, the boxer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the
or
boxer.
The poodle.
The
poodle.
Right.
I'm gonna hook you up with a poodle, man.
Stay on the east side, man. I don't know if I want people seeing your boy walking a poodle, man. And so sometimes it gets a little hairy at night. No pun on words intended.
Yeah, put a mohawk on that poodle. I bet you he'll look tough, man.
Like, yo, watch out, man. Watch out. All right. So Jennifer Ryan Mason is here. Good morning, Jennifer Ryan. How are you, dear friend? A lot of people checking in. So I want to talk. I want to stick a little bit more with dogs because animal cruelty is a thing that is serious. Now we got the down on River Street by Hesed House, the Aurora Animal Control. Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Do they do their own grooming in house? Because the animals are presentable when you go look at them. Do they do their own grooming in the house, or do they contract out to like people like you?
I'm pretty sure they do their own in-house.
Okay.
But I haven't spoken. They haven't reached out to me personally, but I'm pretty sure because when you go in there, there's volunteers and there's people who do volunteer.
Right. So the question I have about animal cruelty is, if you see things, do you say things to owners? Is that your like place to do that, or have you seen questionable things?
Not at my establishment.
Right.
But where I worked, I've seen some stuff that was very alarming. But it's like a really thin line. I love animals so much. I would say, not like rudely or anything, but I would say like, hey, but they're bringing their pups in, so you can't say they're being cruel because they're bringing them in to get taken care of.
Right.
So it's like a kind of thin line.
Right. And I guess presumably someone who's abusing their pet wouldn't be bringing them in for grooming and all that kind of stuff. What's the kind of packages that you got?
Oh, well, I got 3 packages. They're called the Royal Services.
Okay.
The first package is the Young Lad.
The Young Lad?
The Young Lad, which comes with a bath, a haircut. Well, it depends if your dog needs a haircut. But a bath, brush out, ear cleaning, nail trimming, and a fragrance.
Okay. You put fragrance on the dog?
Yeah, they got cologne. We got Polo cologne for dogs.
What?
Yes.
Y'all got Polo for the pups?
Yeah.
Oh, that Dolo. It's dog and Polo.
Oh.
Vernice Beach is here. Good morning, Vernice.
Forgot that one.
Good morning, Vernice. Good morning. Cologne for
they
dogs.
got CK9.
CK9. Okay,
Get it?
Yeah.
They do have it. They do have it.
That's super corny.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I was rolling up after you, man. So,
that's the young lad.
Young lad, yes.
Okay, what's the next?
Her Highness.
Oh.
And that is the same thing, all that, with teeth brushing and oh my gosh, teeth brushing and a dental greenie.
Okay.
To take home. So it comes with a bath, brush out, ear cleaning, nail trimming, and teeth brushing.
Oh, snap. Yeah. That's the Highness. Your Highness.
Her Highness.
Her Highness. And what's the next one?
His Majesty.
His Majesty, okay.
And that comes with everything. So that comes with the bath, brush out, ear cleaning, dental treat, teeth brushing, nail grinding, high sheen coat, upgraded shampoos, conditioners, and a dental treat, and a foot pad massage, and a facial. Damn. A blueberry facial, I know.
Everybody at home like, I wish I was a dog.
Hey.
Wow.
Bring your pups in.
All right. Here's a question I got. Should people feed their dog from the table?
I don't think they should.
Why do people do that?
They think pups are family. Would you feed your pup?
Never.
No?
Never. No. I've been to places and it's been like, I was at a really nice house once, but really great, beautiful little banquet. We're chilling, eating the food and stuff, and the host's wife, they got a dog running around and all that. I'm like 2 people away from this lady. Sitting here, fancy. Like the dog comes around and she just takes some food from her plate.
Gives it to the pup.
That was really unsettling.
Oh.
I just didn't.
Well,
I don't think that's good etiquette.
Well, I'm not like that either.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All you people at home, please don't feed your dog from the table when you have guests. I mean, I'm just gonna throw that out there. Maybe just don't invite Kurt. I don't know. Who knows? Okay. So let's move on with a little bit of news. Again, we're speaking to our dear friend Josue Paiz, Hairy Beast Dog Parlor, located at 215 West Galena Boulevard in beautiful downtown Aurora. That's a corner of Lake. It's an intersection of Lake and Galena, right? Yeah, Lake and Galena. Okie dokie. So let's get it cracking. So tomorrow, or excuse me, not tomorrow. Yeah, not tomorrow.
Wednesday.
Next week. There is still time to take part in something awesome for parents. From noon to 1 p.m. on Wednesday the 18th, Blue Cross and Blue Shield is hosting the next round of the Family Leadership Council. Family members, community partners, and parents are all encouraged to take part. This is a great way to learn and engage with each other. The topic on the 18th will be child nutrition and physical fitness. Registration is required. There is a link. I will put that in the chat for you guys momentarily. Also, our friends of Age Guide, Northeastern Illinois. They're hosting the Senior Lifestyle Expo, the largest annual expo in the Midwest for older adults. This year, the event will be virtual. Join for 2 days of educational sessions, memory cafes, which I read up on the memory cafes. I like that. For those experiencing a loss in memory, it's a positive way to stimulate some of those experiences.
Yeah.
Yep, because those they provide happiness and overall wellness for folks, for our older adults. Okay, so entertainment, exhibitors, and more, all from the comfort of your own home. The event is going to take place August 17th and 18th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Attendance is free. Registration is required. I got the link for you guys here momentarily. And also, want to holler at the alderwoman Shakita Hart Burns of 7th Ward. So Sunday the 15th, she's hosting her 34th annual Bigger Than a Backpack Back to School Bash. Haircuts, hair braiding, school supplies, and a lot of fun, food, and a Zumba instructor.
Ooh.
Man, kids got it good these days.
I know.
They doing Zumba before they go to school now. What?
I used to walk to school.
Right.
And I got Zumba.
20 miles both ways in 10 feet of snow.
I don't know about the snow.
With no
but yeah.
shoes. Your grandparents didn't tell you that's right?
No shoes. Wow.
Y'all got buses now. We used to walk to school, you know. That's why you didn't graduate. All right. So face masks are required as well. Don't forget. And it's going to be a lot of fun. This will be at Martin Luther King Park on Farnsworth and Grand on the east side of Aurora. Come on out and enjoy some fun from 1 to 6 p.m., you guys. Okay, and the DuPage County Expungement Clinic is going on, too. This is something where Perry State Legal Services and a couple other partners like the DuPage Legal Aid and Illinois Access to Justice is holding a free event to seal or expunge certain things that are eligible for people's records, and it's for free. I think that's great.
That's pretty positive.
I think that's really good.
Yeah.
Because one of the barriers that people have had is like, it's some lowball stuff that they could get off their record, but lawyers and the money involved in all that. What do you think about that?
I'm all for it. Pretty cool.
So that's taking place in Wheaton, and the address for that is going to be 421 North County Farm Road in Wheaton. All right. I can hit the clap for that. Awesome. All right, man. So yeah, we got it. Yeah, I'm built that. Arsenio Hall button. Old school. So what's today look like for you? Who's on the docket? Who's getting trimmed up? What do you got? What's your typical day like?
Today, I'm actually just trying to catch up on paperwork.
Okay.
So paperwork at work.
Paperwork at work.
Yeah.
So we did an interview, and I'm gonna put the link to that interview in the chat for you guys, or not the chat. Excuse me. I'll make a post for it later on. But we did an interview with you at your location.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun.
It was pretty cool.
That was cool, man. Some of the stuff that you had in there, you had the spiral candy cane joint.
Yes.
You also had a bust of a dog, which I really loved, and like aviator gear.
Oh yes.
Where'd you get all that stuff?
Well, I've been collecting stuff for a while, so vintage shopping.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife and I would love vintage stuff. So we vintage shop and then we collect.
I think that's pretty cool. All right, let's get to the nitty gritty now. What does the world need more of? What's wrong with America?
Ooh, what's wrong with America? We need more, I think, education. More love, more good vibes.
More education?
Education.
We got one of the finest school systems in the world. What do you mean we need more education? We've got this at Harvard.
More, yeah. Can we all go to Harvard? There you go. Everybody can go to Harvard.
Right.
So
access to education is key.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. I asked you earlier what you learned in your time as a business owner, right?
Yeah.
So like what you didn't know before and how you've grown and strengthened yourself there. What have you noticed from a community-based perspective in your time in Aurora? What's changed? What was it like before when you first got here? What's it like now?
Access to a lot of stuff. Wabansi helped us out a lot on getting us on the right path to opening up a business. You can't just set up shop and expect to, be successful in your business. So there's like Wabansi had a program, and it's free too, on how to set up your business.
What was that program?
I couldn't tell you right off the bat. Wife was here. She would definitely know.
Okay.
But Harriet.
Harriet Parker.
Yes.
Oh, shouts out. Yeah, she's a Rotarian. Yeah, Harriet Parker. Okay, yeah. Ravon's SPDC. All that. Yes.
Yeah,
Friends of the show.
Super, super, super nice and super helpful.
Okay.
She set the path
Nice.
to start a business.
Okay. Very cool. So, but what else though?
Like, what else in?
Yeah, and have you noticed? What else has changed?
Well, there's grants.
Okay.
If you can't afford to start your own business, there's ways to go about and get a grant and start your business. There's a lot more opportunity to do that too.
That wasn't here before?
It was, but not as much as now.
Okay.
After COVID hit, I think there's a little more opportunity.
Oh, yeah, there's been an increase. Yeah, they've been creating programs like cornflakes. Yeah. I feel here's what I think, in my personal opinion. I think that one of the things that COVID did was it exposed very clearly, right? It was like somebody pulled the curtains off. It exposed how big the gap was between the haves and the have-nots.
Very true.
Is that an accurate statement? What do you think about that?
I agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
It did, on people who do help and people say they help. It opened up.
Right.
Yeah.
I also think it showed how flimsy, though, like, making it was for a lot of people, right? Where, like, a lot of people weren't able to sustain a hit of not working for 6 months. Like, they just could not do that. So, that 6 months of not working was the difference between a person being able to live or be homeless. And I think that's I think it showed all the flaws in society. You know what I mean? It showed that we got to do, like, we weren't doing enough.
What do you think about this now? People who don't want to work are willing to work.
Well, I think
because there's a lot of help wanted signs.
People
are not willing to work.
I think
and put in the work.
That's a good question. I think the number of people who don't want to work, who say, I don't care how many help, I'm not going to. I think that number of people is very small. I don't think there's many people who are waking up every day and saying, I will not work, period.
Well,
I think there's lazy people who bleed into that figure, though.
True. But how about if minimum wage people?
Well, that's good. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I think that there's a lot of people now in the post-COVID era who you got a lot of help wanted signs, but people just don't want to do that.
Exactly. That's my point.
Right. But I don't think that's the same as not wanting to work.
Okay, so for instance, somebody who's getting paid, I mean, what is minimum?
Well, in Chicago it's $15.
$15, okay.
Yeah.
So you're people who don't want to work for $15 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And people who are willing to work for $15 an hour.
Right.
Where's the gap?
Well, that's a good question. I think it all comes down to the person. Like if you have responsibilities, you got bills, you got things to pay for, and you simply don't want a $15 an hour job because you just don't want to make minimum wage, well then I'd call that a lack of responsibility bordering on laziness. But the people who will take whatever job to do what they got to do to put one foot in front of the other to make it, that's a little bit different. But I still think all of that is separate from people who want to find good employment and simply will not apply for the $15 hour job right now because I'm right? I'm taking a test for ComEd. So I'm going to stay on unemployment a little bit longer.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. What pays more, unemployment or the minimum wage job?
Well, the minimum wage job would pay more because, somebody have to look that up and see what their paycheck is looking like, though.
Because from what I've read and heard, that people are getting more from unemployment, then that's why they don't want to go back to work.
That's not a bad thing, though. I don't see that as a bad. See, this is the
a good conversation. So
because I don't see that as a bad thing. I don't
to
see
stay
that as
unemployed.
To have in your mind that I'm going to stay on unemployment forever because I'm making more now. That's not good. That's not ambitious, and I don't hang out with people like that.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you. If you used to wait tables and you only made X amount of dollars with no health care and you only got tips and you started at 2 p.m. and now you're getting out at 1:30 in the morning, and as opposed to going back to something like that because your resume only shows that, you're making more on unemployment now, not working, and you don't want to go back to that, but you want to get something better, I got no problem with that.
But that's what I'm saying. That's where the borderline laziness hits too.
I don't think that's laziness. I don't think that's laziness.
I went to college, worked 4 jobs, paid for my school. But there wasn't no COVID then. True, but there was no laziness either for me. Well, to me, I think just staying home and just not doing nothing. It's just
I'm with you, brother. Yeah. I mean, I'm out the house. Come on now, you know.
Yeah, I know. Got me here at 7:30.
I mean, I was talking to a friend about this just the other day. I don't hang. There's nobody in my life, with the exception of a few people, who are in bed at 9 a.m. And that's because they are, they work at Advocates. Shouts out, other hospitals, St. Joe's. They work night shift.
Yeah.
That's it. But again, I gotta say, for people who are on unemployment right now, who are making more than they did, and are reluctant, that's the word of the day, reluctant, who are reluctant to jump back into the job market because they don't want to go back into what they were doing. So they're on unemployment, making an extra $300 plus $300 is not changing your life. This is not, these people aren't Exxon employees, right?
Right.
With $264,000 payments every 3 days. I don't see that as a character flaw. I really don't. People should be always trying to seek the next step, better employment. Exactly.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get.
Yeah, exactly. I think that, and again, the cases of people who are actually waking up every day and saying that they're not going back to work from hell or high water, I think that's super. So those people are super small. That's a super small number or section of the people who we're talking about here. And again, because I've had the opportunity to hire people in my life, but I've also had the opportunity now to be fielding calls of people for rent-related stuff. And I've heard people tell me that. I'm making more now on unemployment, but I'm still behind on my rent.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
That shows that the system is and has been the problem. Not, Jimbo.
How can we change the system? What's your thoughts on that?
Oof. The time is now 8:53 a.m. We've been my goodness gracious. How you guys? So Nicole says, I would guess that if you make more unemployment than you did working full time, you were grossly underpaid. They're absolute. Thank you.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about. The system. How can we, Dora says, everyone should be able to take care and feed their kids. Absolutely. Sally Bias, good morning to you as well. How do we change the system?
Education.
I was going to pick it. Yeah, that's how we do it. So we change the system by education. But another way that we do it is by empowering people.
Thank you. That's
That's why, as I said, I'm not. Look, if you're not trying to go back to waiting tables at Twin Peaks, Hooters, and all that, start your Etsy shop in the basement. Stay on unemployment. Get your. If that's what it takes to take you to a business owner, do a pop up at McCarty Mills. If that's what it takes, I will give you an extra $300 for another year. If that's what it takes to get you from there to, I got no problem with it. I got no problem with it, because the people who also, there's a self-defeating mechanism in laziness. It's like crime. You're either going to be dead or in jail. Laziness. Those people will weed themselves out. They will
fear.
They will. That's it.
A lot of people are scared to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, think about it. Opening your own business is not easy. It's a mind thing too.
It takes right, exactly. Will you make it?
Yes.
What this is the last thing. I know. All I had was I had that first stimulus check. The first stimmy.
We talked about this.
Yeah, the first stimmy was all that had Good Morning. There was no plan B. So
yeah. It's the hunger, the hustle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Educate. You said education. Education is how we change the system and empowerment, but also the way we change the system is by realizing, at least now, that life has changed.
Very true.
Life has changed. So, back to normal.
That's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
There's what exists now, and it's creating something new. So we have to empower people and educate them. That's how we make
evolve.
change. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some things though should never change. Like professionalism, timeliness.
Yes.
Good customer service.
Yes. And there's a lack.
Treating people right. Right, yes. Exactly. So those that needs to come back. I was in a restaurant.
I'll tell you a story too.
You tell your story, because I can't tell mine unless I give away the name of the.
Okay, I was at Target. Check this out. I was Target, and it was not here in downtown Aurora, or in Aurora. It was in Batavia. Their customer service is top notch.
Right.
Top. I come in. How you doing? What can I help you with?
Like, oh.
I'm all like, where am I? At Target?
Right.
But you go to a different Target down here, they don't even say hi, nothing. There's the carts, man. They put the carts right in front of you.
The Oswego and Walmart, or the Oswego and Walmart. The Walmart and Oswego.
Oh, yeah. Whew.
I hate going there. You go to Walmart in like Geneva, they treat you
like royalty, hey, buddy. Man. Yeah, exactly.
Can I help you find? They following you and stuff.
Yeah. I know exactly. Yeah, it's customer service is key.
Right.
It's key.
I don't think that. So business now. Okay. Yeah. I think that there should be, so Aurora Business United, shout out to Aurora Business United. They're meeting this Friday from 7 to 9 a.m. at the Aurora Public Library. They'll be in person. The basics of business and customer service should be wrapped up in a nice little bundle and always given at different levels too when people ascend the ladder.
Yeah, like I worked in retail a long time, from like high-end retails, and it's very key.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully I put that in my business.
I think you do. I've seen you. I mean, I've seen you interact with your customers. I've seen your online banter a little bit with people, and I think it's good. You're swift. I know that.
Yeah.
You're swift with your getting back to people and things like that, which is key.
It's key. Yeah.
There's nothing I hate more than like calling up a business or asking about a service and they don't know which to. Yeah, I'm calling about the number. The what? Oh, let me get somebody. Get somebody. Yeah. You should be ready to what?
That 1-on-1 on customer services
is key.
It's key.
Yeah.
It's key.
All right. Nicole tells us, I collected unemployment, and it didn't feel great, but I have a degree and solid working history and 3 children. And unemployment payments are a benefit of that history. Was still called a leech, but I was so grateful for it. Also working now. Absolutely. And Dan Burrell tells us that good management makes a difference. That is well said, too.
Yes.
You have to, right. Your people gotta love
what they do.
Exactly. Or at least that you care for them and have their back too.
And have pride.
Right.
Yes.
Exactly.
Pride. Management is you want a leader, not somebody that just
you don't want a dictator.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
You want Patton. You don't want wasn't on the tip of my tongue there, but I just saw that movie. That's why it was on my mind. Anyway, well, the time is now 9 a.m. This was a good was a good one, man. Yeah. This was a good one. Cheers up, baby. Cheers up. This was a good one. All right. So before we get out of here, let's give you guys a couple more good things to think about. Today is the city council meeting. Tune into that. Those meetings are still online. Your friendly neighborhood host will start going to those too, and I'll report back. I will report everything that I can. And if you follow us on Instagram, I might do it live. You never know. So check that out. Also, thank you to our recent patron, Mr. Barrero. We got more mugs coming. The Mug Club is up and running as well at Tredwell, 14 West Downer Place. The mug is...
Cottonseed, weren't they?
We sold out the first day.
Oh, wow.
We sold out the first day at
Cottonseed. I got my
Cottonseed.
T-shirt, though.
Thank you very much. Cottonseed Creative Exchange, 8 North Broadway for Good Morning Aurora merch. And the Mug Club is at Tredwell as well. The purchase of the mug is $35, and you get all of the coffee you can drink for an entire month. You can come in there 9 times a day and get free coffee. Specialty drinks, those are still regular priced. But keep an eye out for your stars. You get 10 stars, you get a free drink. So always a good saving. What you gotta let people know before I give the final word? What they need to take with them?
More love and more good vibes.
More love, more good vibes. Yeah. I like that. Easy. All right. Wednesdays at the Plaza still going on. Last one is coming up. I hope that you guys have a blessed, beautiful day. Thank you for watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. And we appreciate Josue of Paiz, Hairy Beast Dog Parlor, Hairy Beast Dog Radio, and DJ Venom for his time. Take care of yourself and each other.
Peace and blessings.